In this video I'm going to show you how to create a tax rate on your Magento store, and there's three things to consider. There's your customers, your products and the country that your customers are checking out on. If I go to sales, I've got the English language pack installed, so it's put as VAT rather than tax, but in most installations it would say tax. If we go to VAT, there's quite a few options down here. If we just go through them one by one, going upwards, we've got product VAT classes. And in there we've got one called taxable goods. That's the one that I've been applying to all my products that I've created so far. So if I just quickly go to catalog manage products and then have a look at one of our random products and then go to prices, we'll see that the tax class taxable goods is applied to this product. So that means this product now is capable of having tax applied to it. Okay, if we go back here again, this time go to customer tax classes. We've got a tax class called retail customer. Okay, if we go to our customer groups, we've got 4 different types of customer that can be on the site, and all of them have the tax class retail customer applied to them, which means any customer which is a retail customer can have tax charged to them. So everyone who checks out on this store will have that tax class applied to them. But finally, we also need a country. So if you're in the United States and you're checking out as any customer and you want a product which has got a tax class applied to it, then you'll be charged tax. If all those 3 things combined are set, then you'll be charged tax. If one of those things is missing, so you're buying a product which isn't part of the taxable goods class, then you won't be charged tax. The same applies if you're not a tax customer, or if you're checking out from to a country which doesn't have a tax rate applied to it. So the last one is tax zones and rates. If we go in there, we haven't got any set up yet. So what I'm going to start by doing is click add new rate. I'm going to create one for the United Kingdom. Okay, and I'm going to have the percentage. I don't need to really set any of these other things because I want it to apply to all counties and all postcodes. So I'm going to say the rate is 20%. I'm also going to create one for the United States. And that rate will be 15%. Okay, so we've got our countries now, we've got our products, and we've got our customers. So all we need to do now is create a rule which ties all those together. So I'm going to go to manage VAT rules. I'm going to add a new one. And I'm going to tie together the customer, the tax class, and our 2 tax rates, and then save the rule. Okay, I'm just going to spell it properly because my OCD won't let me proceed without that. Okay, if we go to the front end of the site now, refresh, you'll be able to see that it's added on 15% tax. If we add that to the basket, it should give us a bit more of a breakdown. That's £3, which is 15% added on to the grand total. If I was to change my country to United Kingdom, then the tax rate has changed to £4, which is 20%. One other thing we can do as well is what we found here is that the tax has been added on to the product, because the way I've got my store configured at the moment is for product prices to exclude tax. What I can do is change it so that product prices include tax. So therefore my price of £20 that this item costs would also include tax, and it'll give you a breakdown of the tax here as well. If I go back to my admin and this time go to system configuration, I'm going to find my tax settings in here. And here we have, in this calculation settings box, there's quite a few options that we can configure in here. And I'm going to say my catalogue prices now include tax. And I'm going to save that. And there we go. So now my grand total has switched to £20 because my product includes tax, and it's worked out that 20% of £20 is £3.33, and that is my tax rate.